what's up guys? Berman here, and I am especially stoked today to bring you a very special episode of 8-Bit Artillery. Now why is this episode so special? Why am I so stoked? Probably the same reason why I'm super tired right now, because it is just about 3 in the morning. I just got back from the AVGN Movie world premiere in Hollywood, California. Now my friend and I left today at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We got there, saw the movie, immediately drove right back. Was this 10 hours in transit from Vegas to LA and back in a span of about 13 hours. Worth it? I'll let you know in just a sec. First I want to let you guys know I'm going to try to keep this review as spoiler-free as possible. Obviously some plot points I might address. But most things I address will probably already be found in the trailers anyway, so there shouldn't be too many surprises. Start off by saying that I'm a big fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd. I've been watching him for years, and like a lot of fans, I didn't think this movie was ever going to happen. It seemed to be in production forever. A couple months ago, not even a month ago, about a month ago, he made the announcement that the movie was going to be released. Immediately close to LA, so I immediately grabbed the tickets and went down there. So let me start off by saying the movie was fantastic for what it was supposed to be. I mean, obviously this isn't, when I'm talking about this movie, this wasn't a Hollywood made, you know, with a $60, $80, $100 million budget. This was a low budget independent flick. Fan funded, and I gotta say, as a fan approved. Great job, great movie. For everything that this movie was supposed to be, it was. Now what do I mean by that? Obviously, like I said, I'm not expecting a Hollywood big budget blockbuster. The movie runs the gambit from comedy to B-horror to B-sci-fi. And to be honest with you, as many, you know, B-movie special effects scenes there were, you know, cheesy models and stuff, there were actually some scenes with some really great special effects. And that was something that was kind of funny with the movie, is you go from one scene that would look really good and like, oh my god, I can't believe these guys did this with the budget they had to work with, and then other scenes that were just like, kind of like comically like, ooh. But it worked. I mean, obviously James has a really big background in the B-horror, the B-sci-fi movies, and this movie had a lot of odes to some of the elements you'd see in those movies. The movie wasn't, it's weird, it wasn't perfect. It was not like a perfect, you know, movie. There were great things about it. There were things that are like, you know, they probably could have done a better job or this or that. But taking everything, you know, the great elements, even with the flaws, it made for a perfect experience for what a fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd would want. There were a lot of references. It wasn't overly done. It's not like there was an AVGN episode reference every 5 minutes. But when they did them, they were funny, they were good, and they got great responses from the crowd that was there. The acting in the movie was what you would expect. It was mostly, you know, above average. I was, you know, seeing James playing the Angry Video Game Nerd in such an expanded role. It really gives credit to his ability as an actor, even though that's not what he does by trade. He's, you know, more of the director, the behind the camera guy. That's who he is. But in front of the camera, he held his own with some professional actors in this movie. So to be able to write, direct, and star in a movie at this magnitude, I mean, great job, James. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away. You know, the story was what you expect. It centers around E.T., which is kind of funny. The video games, like E.T., they had to spell it E-E-E-T-E-E. Like, I guess they're obviously licensing copyright issues, so it didn't say E period T period, and on the logo they put like a little mustache on ET to make him look different. And even when they do like a montage of AVGN like reviewing video games that he's done before, they had to substitute the actual gameplay with some made-up mock gameplay that they must have done in post-production. So, James, the nerd would be reviewing Top Gun, and it would look like Top Gun, but it wouldn't be exactly what Top Gun on the NES looked like. So they had to work around licensing and copyright issues. But it was a minor thing. It's actually kind of more funny and neat to think about that had they not done it. The theater was really cool. It was the Egyptian theater. I guess it was where they had the very first Hollywood movie premiere, like 1920 something. Yeah, it was a good time. My friend went along with me, and he's not a huge Angry Video Game Nerd fan. I've introduced him to it. He's starting to like it, and he was glad he went and saw it. He said it was great. It was just a fun time. It was a fun movie. The runtime was a little over 2 hours, and it went by like that. So the movie kept you entertained. It was wacky. It was funny. It was just a great time. I do recommend, if you have the means, to go see it in the theaters, or obviously when it gets released on DVD or digital download. If you're a fan of the AVGN, check it out. That's all I got to say about that. Berman signing out for 8-Bit Artillery. You guys have a great night. I gotta get some sleep.